Oh, yeah, that is a great setup.
You know what else he did? He overtook Sauce for yearly points this year too, because he was one down there.
All right, so we're out here at Bunker Hills Golf Course in
Coon Rapids.
Coon Rapids.
Beautiful Coon Rapids.
Coon Rapids. I was going through such Minnesota names on the way. Pine Cone parking lot, like all kinds of stuff.
Oh yeah.
Just a beautiful spot. Well, we're here with Tee It Up for the Troops. John, what do we do what does Tees for the Troops do?
Tee It Up for the Troops, they support returning veterans, help transition combat veterans into regular civilian life. Just an overall great support system. They've done a lot for me when I was at Walter Reed, and now they continue to help other veterans.
And you were saying something would seem small to people on the outside that might not know, like whenever you were at Walter Reed, the approval process, anything in the military, doing an approval process could take weeks, months. But if you needed something just as simple as like a Nintendo, they're like, oh, well, we'll do that right now.
Right. They outfitted the occupational therapy place at Walter Reed with all kinds of stuff that, all the layers of red tape that would have taken for government approval. They cut right through that, took care of it. Outfitted me with the wheelchair accessible van during my recovery process. They're just an awesome organization.
And how much is that kind of stuff where you can get just a semblance of independence back? How much did that mean to you, like right away?
It meant the world. It allowed me to focus more on my recovery and getting better instead of worrying about little stuff that really, these small barriers, they helped overcome that.
Yeah. And so we constantly talk about like mental health being super important, but organizations like these that might be a little bit smaller, they can get in with the local veteran and really help out in a quick way, as opposed to some of these larger national organizations that takes a little bit longer with red tape. That's why I believe in smaller organizations like this. That's why we're going to raise money. Click that link down below, donate some money. We're going to tee it up. Have you warmed up?
I haven't.
I haven't either, so we're going to be very embarrassed in the first hole. Here we go. Can't miss hitting this, the bomb.
All right.
Well, we made that look really tough. Oh! Oh!
That's tasty.
Boom! Suck it, Riggs.
All right, some of the holes are good, some of the holes are bad. Better help can't help you on the golf course, but they can help you inside your brain. You can text, talk, or call, video, whatever you want. You don't have to see some stinky ass professional in person. You can do it all over the phone virtually. It's a great thing. Great people, better help. Here we go. 5-iron from 205 out. In the hole.
Come on.
4. Gonna need some better help to find that. We went to the wrong hole. That's what happens whenever you're playing on a course with 27 holes. All right, now we have Leanne with Tee It Up for the Troops, and she's involved because her son was actually injured in combat operations, right?
Yeah.
So what happened?
He was responding to, his unit was responding to a Afghan National Army needed assistance, so they headed out on Highway 1 and they went to the call and they didn't need assistance on his way back. They were hit, his unit, his MRAP I think is what it's called, was hit by a RPG. It entered the vehicle. He was sitting like this looking out the window. It came down, hit his mortar. He's a mortarman, hit his can. That exploded into his face. And the RPG came up, went through his arm out the window, and then it exploded.
And how does an organization like this, did they help your son individually, and why have you decided to spend so much time, your own time, devoted to this organization?
Well, when my son was there, they were trying to get him back outdoors. He would not leave his room. We couldn't do anything. So he's a baseball player, dabbled with golf, and his arm is kind of bent and it's kind of fused that way. And one of his OT therapists said, you know, with your hand that way, you can still golf.
And you said the same thing, right, John, where this really helps you as far as like golf, where you feel almost like a sense of normalcy, where you can go out and be athletic and active and things like that, right?
I mean, if my buddies were like, hey, let's go shoot hoops, it's, you know, I mean,
it's tough when you, when you don't have legs.
With a round of golf, you can go, you can be, it's the sport that I feel the least disabled. And so the great thing about teed up for the troops,
and camaraderie in golf is different than other sports too.
Absolutely. And teed up for the troops, so it's not just it uses golf to raise funds. They do stuff outside of golf, but there's a lot of golf-based stuff as well.
Well, thank you very much. I appreciate you, and I appreciate your service and what your son did for this country.
Yeah.